I want to show you something happening on the other side of the world. It's about soccer or football, depending on where you are living. It's really about something much closer than home that you might think.
It's about what happens when a game stops being a business and becomes a neighborhood block party again. We all know what big-time sports look like. There are the billion-dollar TV deals, the owners holding cities hostage for new stadiums, and the ticket prices that make you wince. And there's that creeping feeling that maybe, just maybe, we're spending more time looking at the salary cap than the scoreboard. Elite soccer in Europe, they're spending 80 cents of every dollar just on player wages. The game that factory workers invented to blow off steam on a Saturday afternoon, that game now feels like it lives behind a velvet rope. But over in China, in a place you've probably never heard of, a small county in the rural south, something started that feels like an antidote. It's a soccer tournament, and here's the crazy part. It costs almost nothing to run. The players? They aren't millionaires. They're the guy who sells you vegetables at the market, the high school gym teacher, the delivery driver who zips past your house every day. They're not out there for a paycheck. They're out there for bragging rights on their street versus that street over there. The government isn't cutting a ribbon on a billion-dollar palace. They're just unlocking the gate at the public park. Security? That's the local cops doing their normal patrol. The whole thing runs on a shoestring budget because it runs on pride, not payroll. And you know what that does? It keeps the money right there in the community. In this one tiny town last summer, over 2 million visitors showed up. They spent money, not on official licensed merchandise and $15 beers, but at the food stalls run by local aunties. They stayed in the spare bedrooms of people's houses. They took taxis driven by someone's cousin. The economic ripple from this little local tournament is on track to push past $3 billion in spending. That's billion with a B. And here's the number that really gets me. Over 50% of the profits from the event's branding get pumped right back into the local villages to fix roads and to fund schools. It's like if a high school football game in rural Ohio generated enough economic activity to pay for the town's infrastructure for a year. And just when you think this story is about one charming, faraway place, it's actually spreading. Up north, way up north, in the part of China they call Dongbei. Think of it like the Midwest meets the Rust Belt. Tough winters, warm people, and a sense of humor that could disarm anyone. They're starting their own league now. The games haven't even kicked off yet, and it's already the hottest ticket in the region. Not because of the star players, there aren't any, but because of the vibe. Imagine the banter, the one-liners from the crowd that are funnier than anything the TV announcers could come up with. The halftime show isn't a corporate drone show. It's probably a couple of locals doing karaoke or firing up a grill right there in the stands. This isn't really a sports story. It's a small business story. It's a story about what happens when you let community be the engine instead of the afterthought. There's a lesson here that translates perfectly into English, into Spanish, into any language you want. We've been told for years that sports needs to be expensive to be good, that you need the luxury boxes and the massive payrolls to matter. This little tournament in the rice paddies of China is telling a different story. It's saying, let the people play, let the people watch, and let the people who live nearby make a living off the joy. No consultants, no hedge funds, just a ball, a field, and a town that decides to show up for each other.
Honestly, it sounds like a game I'd pay to see.